The Chicago Bears have made another move to strengthen their special teams. And we're going to talk about it all and more. But first, you know what we got to do? We got to play that intro.
Into Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host here, Haize, joined by Stevo in the building. And we are here as we have been every day this week to break down news. And so the Chicago Bears have brought back Dante Pettis to this team. Now, we know that they released him in 2023, but he's coming back to play for the Bears now. He's a former special team standout, and I think I'm starting to see what Ryan Poles is doing here, brother. Ryan Poles has literally strengthened the offense, gotten so many weapons there. He strengthened the special teams, which as times was an Achilles heel for the Chicago Bears on both defense and when we're returning. This is a move that doesn't look like a major move, and I'm not trying to paint it as a major move, but it is strengthening another weakness that the Chicago Bears had. How do you feel about it, Steve-O? Your mic's muted, brother.
I like it because I didn't want him to really go when we left him because I knew what he brought at special teams. I knew what we had, and I was like, don't really have that much faith into Velas. And then when we bring in Trent Taylor, I was like, dude, he can catch, but he can't do nothing after it. Yeah. Versus everybody we seen at special team, Dante Pettis gave us the most production at the special teams kick returner and punt returner position. And to be quite honest with you, I have a little bit more faith in him versus somebody like a Tyler Scott or a Velus Jones, because that's pretty much, as of now, who we have left in the wide receiver room. We've seen him make some big catches. We've seen him do a lot of bad drops. But at the end of the day, he has rapport with one of the quarterbacks we have here. Just saying. And he has rapport with the rest of the team, and he won't have to pretty much learn a new system. So, once again, it just strengthens our special team, which was god-awful. Like, it was god-awful. So, it gives us more of a threat versus we were starting on our 20 and 30 all the time versus, like, we can actually push closer to that 50-yard line. So, I like the move.
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid move. And that's the thing is that when you look at what Ryan Poles has done, at least so far, we still got tons, we still got moves coming, we still got to get through the draft, things like that. But he strengthened a lot of the weaknesses for the Bears. You look at the offensive line, bringing in versatile depth pieces there and a new starting center. We'll see what he does in the draft with that. That was something that we needed. We needed that depth. It was shown and proven. We needed a new center. He's went out and got that. He got a weapon in Keenan Allen. He got a weapon in Everett. He got a weapon in Swift, right? Adding to what Shane Waldron likes to do on offense so far. He got a new safety because of us losing Eddie Jackson with another starting caliber safety at much cheaper, right? So he's done all those things. And then now he's addressed the special teams for a player that, yes, was on injury reserve last year, had to sit out basically all of last season, even though the Bears did sign him ahead of last season. But again, our special teams is mad questionable. And so, you bring in somebody who you're familiar with, who's familiar with the city, familiar with their team, who had the last year he played here in 2020, he had 163 yards returned on punt. So again, it's not this earth-shattering move or anything like that, but also look at him in the passing game. 245 yards on 19 receptions and 3 touchdowns. Shane Waldron, offense, you never know how you can use that speed that Dante Pettis has. Hopefully he gets to stay 100% healthy. It's not guaranteed he's going to make it out of training camp and still be on the roster, but it is a move to help continue strengthening this team.
It is very simple. Like, I know people go say, oh, it's nothing bullshit. I'm going to just ask y'all one simple question like I asked you. Is he better than Trent Taylor? Yes.
Yes.
Is he better than Tyler Scott? Yes.
Yes.
Is he better than Velus Jones? Yes.
Yes.
Sounds like an upgrade.
Yeah.
It's not like at the end of the day, especially special teams, right? I want y'all to think about every time we they kicked the ball to us and where we landed. We was always between that 25 to 20, maybe 30 if we lucky, because we was not taking that ball back, and he wasn't a threat to take it back, neither Velus or Trent Taylor. So at the end of the day, it's a depth signing. It's a signing we desperately need at the moment because we know we can get weapons in the draft. the draft can shake in so many ways due to one signing versus a lot of things. The draft, a lot of people have game plans for the draft, but the game plan always end up changing for a couple people due to certain trades and certain picks that happen that most people don't expect. So this is just a insurance. I classify this as an insurance signing, just in case
Yeah.
we can't find somebody that can return kicks in the draft, in case we can't find a legit third that doesn't have to learn or take that long to learn the offense. So I like the pick. I like the signing. Like I said, I didn't want to see him go necessarily last year because I already knew his role wasn't going to be that big. And somebody for Dante Pettis, you need his role to be as small as possible because that's the best you're going to get out of him.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And so, solid signing. I like it. And hey, that's what it is. Ryan Poles continues to go on, and we'll see what comes next. Hey, listen, every time I think that, hey, okay, it's probably going to be a quiet day, Ryan Poles does something. This is not a big move, but you never know what's going to come later part of the day. I will say it's been a pretty quiet day. It's 3:30 Chicago time, but we know Ryan Poles likes to get in that night work, so we'll see what happens with that one. So
night work is crazy.
Yeah, night work.
Night work is crazy. I'm just trying to like double check just to make sure. So like Tyler Scott gave us 168 yards, 11 receptions, and yeah. So you said, if I'm not mistaken, you said Dante had 13 receptions, right?
Last season he had 19 receptions. 19 receptions
So
or 41
19
targets.
receptions, 41 targets, and he
And that's
gave
in 2022. Yeah.
2022. He gave you over 200 yards. So you better than Tyler. It's just simple as that. Now, that don't mean Tyler don't have the upside. He's younger. He has the speed. So if he learns the right way, I'm not completely counting out Tyler, but as of now, we got to upgrade at that number 3 spot currently.
Yeah, so we'll see. But great points here. Another solid signing by the Chicago Bears, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Any parting words, Steve, before we get up out of here?
Hey, like my boy just said in the comments, Ryan, what do you say? Night shift pose. Stay tuned because you never know what's gonna happen when night falls.
That's a fact. But all right, man, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. Follow the channel at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, chicagobearcentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And we'll see you lovely and beautiful people. If nothing else tonight when we drop the nightly, but knowing Ryan Poles, you'll probably be seeing our faces a couple of more times, man. Love you guys. Chi-town up, bear down, y'all.